All right, recipe number 1. We are dealing with chervil. I feel like chervil's gotten a lot of play so far in the show. Can we talk about your sweet chervil?
It's very, very special.
It's very special. I know. So is it like, would you say that's sort of like parsley?
Well, no. It's very delicate and it has a little bit of a licoricey flavor to it.
Okay.
What I love about it is the fact that it's got that delicate, sophisticated flavor, which I always say represents the style of food that I do. And that's why I like it.
Delicate and sophisticated. Excuse me, Chef Parsons.
These guys pushing over here a little bit. But no, it's just got that beauty to it. It's got a French, it's used a lot in French cuisine, which is great. So
pretty.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty, Jason.
Just like me.
Just like you and your food. So let's talk lamb.
Yeah.
So it's a lamb loin.
Well, I thought, we flavor up a lamb a little bit, and we're taking a nice lamb loin. But first, Dijon mustard and herbs. I mean, it's just perfect, right? But I like some textures in there too. So I've got my shallots. Again, I got to keep my farm, busy because I think I got shares in it, right? So shallots. Then a little bit of garlic, because if I don't put garlic in here, I think Massimo's going to hit me on the back of the head.
Yeah, he will. He's watching.
Yep, there you go.
We don't do that anyway.
But then I've taken the chervil and I've just chopped it up nice and, coarse. You don't want to chop it too much. I think you bruise it, right? And the big thing with herbs is when you're going to cut a herb, make sure you got a really sharp knife. You want to cut them. You don't want to pulverize them.
Right.
Because the key is just to kind of give them that delicate flavoring. And then all I'm doing is just going to put this on a plate here.
So that's going to be your rub? Is that how you're using it?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to kind of do it so you can see it a bit better. But these lamb loins I think are fantastic because you can buy them in the store now. They're pretty inexpensive. The rack of lamb is very expensive, but you've got to butcher it down and roast it. You can cook these up just like a steak, basically.
And it looks lean.
Yep.
Is that a lean cut of meat?
Yeah, it's totally lean.
It looks very lean.
Totally.
It's very lean.
So we're just going to push that in there like that, flavor it all up. I'm just going to pull my pan to get it hot.
Okay.
You just want to get you can put as much as you want on it. You can really crust it up, or you can just add a little bit. It's up to you. You could grill this on the barbecue, but with that, then what I would do is I'd save some of the actual, rub and put it on afterwards, because when you barbecue, everything kind of falls off, right?
Right.
So, and then in a pan, a little bit of grapeseed oil, get it nice and hot. You want to really build up that heat a little bit, just so you get a good sear on it. And hopefully I get that little sear.
Let's hear it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's the sound you want.
Now move it around a little bit first, because otherwise you find a lot of things stick to the pan. These, it's not a Teflon pan, but a good surface pan is really important. And just let it go. A lot of people tend to flip it over. Let it cook.
Yes.
Okay? So while that's cooking,
leave it alone.
Yeah. Well, then we're going to make a nice cassoulet. And a cassoulet, it can be beans. I'm using peas as my substitute, but everything starts with some butter.
All good things start with butter. Pretty much.
That's
good.
Just put it in. Don't worry about it.
Why not? Put some oil.
I'm outnumbered.
You didn't use much oil, so you got the butter.
That's right. That's right. But a good, it's like a soup. A good soup starts with butter. A good cassoulet, you got to get the flavors going, right?
Right.
And all I'm going to do is just soften that up. Again, going back to my farm, but some shallots.
Yes.
If you wanted to, though, if this was winter time and you wanted to actually rub us, what would be great? Some sliced onions, put in there, caramelize them. It changes the dish instantly, because all of a sudden you got those you could throw in somebody's rosemary, and the whole thing changes. Yeah,
So
but again,
what's in a cassoulet generally? Is there
usually you've got sausages in there, you've got beans in there. They put it in a big pot and you bake it in the oven.
Right.
But because it's spring, I wanted to freshen it a little bit. So we got shallots instead of the sausage. Oh, actually, sorry, garlic in there too.
Of course.
Making sure.
He's watching.
Don't forget that.
Yeah. But I've gone with a little bit of ham, just a nice, like a Virginia ham or something like that. Nice. You can throw a double smoked bacon in there if you want, or some nice little breakfast sausage, or chorizo sausage would be fantastic in there. The only thing with chorizo, you got to be careful because it can bleed out and make everything look a little orange.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a look at our lamb here. See how we're doing. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Nice char. That's what you want, right there. Leave it go.
Very nice.
Now at this point, what I'm going to do is actually turn the stove off and let the pan cook it the rest of the way.
Right.
Because they're very thin, right? So you don't want it to overdo it.
You don't want to dry it out.
No. So while this is going, you want to start it off, get those shallots going, get the garlic going, get the ham in there, build those flavors first.
Yeah.
Then I've taken some potatoes and just boil them up, cut them down, give it some heartiness to it. It's my starch in there.
Very nice.
This is a quick cassoulet. Not a long, slow.
So would a cassoulet generally be a long?
You would bake it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you'd bake it for hours, right?
Yeah.
But this is my kind of, done for spring,
version.
kind of mocking all the flavors. we change
People are
everything.
lightening it up now at this time of year.
So once you've got that, I'm going with, because I've got the mustard flavor on the lamb, I'm going to add a little bit of palmery mustard in there, or grainy mustard.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
You know, and it does because it gives you that little tart, kind of little bite to it. All right, a little bit of cream, 35% cream to help bring that butter together.
A little. I think that's fair.
Well, you don't want to
That's
look
all right.
broken.
You know,
You know,
it's
I mean,
gotta-
separated
you know,
is not good. Yes, right.
Cream, I mean, I put cream in there. I mean, oh my gosh, I
help the
put
butter
cream
go
in there.
down.
Right?
And the cassoulet is becoming an Alfredo.
Yeah. Hey, so anyway, once you've got that, you can hold that at that point, check on our lamb, but then what you want to do right at the last second is when your peas go in. And I've just got, so you can throw fava beans in there.
Right, but you don't want them to get all
You don't want to lose them down, right?
slimy and
then
gross.
more chervil. There we go.
I think everyone's going to go out and get some chervil now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So, okay, if I go to the grocery store and I look for chervil, is it going to say chervil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it going to say
don't know that.
parsley?
No, it's going to say chervil.
Say chervil.
Just
Not
checking.
parsley.
I know, but the thing is every time, okay, it says chervil. It says chervil, but I've
If
never,
you look in the
never
fine print,
seen
it says not parsley. Okay?
It is available everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Okay,
It's
all
not
right.
commonly
I'm
used.
gonna look for it today.
The shelf life is
You'll
short.
find it by the parsley.
Oh,
If that helps.
yeah.
It will be.
The one that doesn't look like parsley.
Yeah, because usually the rosemary's in the back, right? So they don't
Look
usually
at
have
that. We
rosemary.
just saw a beautiful shot of your meal there. Okay, now you're
Right.
going to add the lamb.
Yeah, so then you can just, you can leave it whole or you can carve it down. I don't know if it's going to be all the way there yet, but
That's okay. We sort
No,
of
it's looking
speed things
good.
up for television.
No, we're
but
looking
looks
great.
very good. We put all of our recipes on our website, cityline.ca, because when he puts it on the plate, you're going to want to look up the recipe and go home and make it. And as a matter of fact, our viewers are very committed to your recipes on this show. We know because I hear about it all the time on
They
Twitter.
are?
Yes, they
Oh
want to
my
know
God.
everything. How much butter did he put in there? How many peas go in there? How many minutes did he, leave it there before he flipped it over? They want to know all the details. And I get it because people want to make sure they're making it
That's
exactly
right.
as you made it.
For sure.
It looks amazing. Give Jason a huge
I think
hand.
the big thing to remember though with the recipe, you can change things up if you want. That's key.
I know. We
Right?
all want the guide, though. That's the thing. We all want the guide. Okay, let's go to break. Stay with us. We got more coming.